Hello. Now we're going to talk about playing with discipline. So sometimes people that want to play and be in the moment and do all these things, they throw out discipline. They throw out that side of themselves. And to me, playing takes discipline. You want to be a baseball player, you play baseball, you got to play catch every day. It's discipline, right? And sometimes you don't want to do it, but you know it'll get you the next thing. And that's part of playing. Sometimes part of playing is pushing through those challenges, right? If you're going to work out, or you see how much I work out, but you're going to have to push more weights and it's going to be like, and you're going to have to go every day. But that feeling of growing is so part of our soul. So if you're not growing, you're not doing anything. And to grow, it does take consistency. It takes consistent, like today doing these videos, it took me, I was like, I really don't know if I want to do this. Like I'm feeling under the weather, but I knew I committed to bringing out 30 minutes of content a week. Like I put that in my group and I'm like, all right, like that's a discipline. Like I got to do that, whatever it takes. And then, it's Friday, the night I got to do it and I'm doing it. But that's why deadlines are good. That's why having discipline is great, having these intentions. You want to be financially free? A lot of people want that, right? Some discipline. Hey, you spending $100 less a week is getting a raise. Sometimes that's the fastest way to abundance. I read something that, to become a millionaire, millionaires don't become millionaires usually because they make it big. It's usually because of their discipline. It's little steps, right? You spend an extra $50 less a week or $100 less a week. You don't buy that caffeine, right? And then you make a little more money in the savings and you can spend it on things that make you grow. And by spending on things to grow, then you make more money, right? You go into programs and you're doing this. You're changing where you spend your money. You're not going out to the bar. So you're spending it on therapists, right? That $100. And the therapist makes you grow. And then you're more So like you can take these little steps get you there. And sometimes as spiritual beings, because we're so expansive and creative, we want to get to the end so fast. We want to go from 0 to 100. And really, that's not how you grow. I like this idea that a flower grows. It doesn't have to force itself to grow. It knows it's just going to grow. And if today if you made 5% more money tomorrow, your life would change. If you made 10%, it would definitely change. And then if you made 20, it definitely changed, right? If you set these little incremental intentions, then you could get there. It's much easier. And I know we're talking about money, but I think this is important right now. Like if you set an intention, if you're making, say, $40,000 a year or 30, let's say 30, and then you said, I'm going to make $35,000. That's a little intention you can get to in a month. Now, your vision, your desire might be to make 100,000, but you expect to make 5,000 more and you're okay with that, or even making $100 more. You're making progress. Because what we do is we have such high expectations of us to get there so fast, and we think we're this great manifestors. I hear these people all the time, like, I'm a master manifestor. Nice to the before. I'm like, why? You wouldn't have to tell me that. Michael Jordan doesn't tell people he's good at basketball. He's just good at basketball, and then people see it. He doesn't like go around telling people I'm good at basketball. People already know. Like it's not a mystery. So you don't have to tell anyone these things, right? So from that state, and sometimes a way of being a master manifestor, if you want to be that, is having discipline. Like if you want to write a book, you better write some of the book every day. You better like sit down and make time for your writing. Let's not get ungrounded because we're spiritual. Like it takes consistency and practice to get there. And by doing that, that's a grounded way to get there. And that's what your guidance might tell you in your meditation. My meditation, again, I'm going to say this again because I'm going to do it. Challenge me to do yoga 2 times a day, 2 hours of yoga a day, 2 to 2.5 hours. I was like, oh, okay. And that's going to take discipline. That's not going to be like, I got to schedule it in my day and I got to not work and work around it. Like it's going to take some discipline. Like sometimes your guidance is telling you to grow, right? To do those things. But how would I feel? I remember I felt great doing the yoga and growing and like my body, my back and my strength, right? So that's what discipline does. It helps us grow and it's fun. It's a challenge and a game, right? You play a video game or a board game. You got discipline, right? You got to keep on going around the board to do this thing, or you gotta, keep on going to yoga. Like it's fun. Like don't be disciplined about things you don't want to do. That's the old way. But be disciplined about the things you love. If you're a painter, paint every day for 2 hours. If you like yoga, do yoga 2 times a week. Be disciplined about meditating if you like meditating. If you like, I don't know, kicking, do martial arts, do that. Like, be disciplined about the things you love. Let's not do the old pattern. I'm going to be disciplined about things I hate. Are you good at accounting? Because my mom told me to be an accountant, or my dad. Like, be disciplined about things you want to do. There's going to always be stuff you don't really want to do within your thing, right? Like, you know, if you're doing yoga, there's going to be a couple of poses that aren't your favorite, but like overall, you enjoy the activity. Like, so be disciplined, but do it with things you like. So let's switch this. Let's like switch the whole paradigm. Instead of being disciplined about the things you don't want to do, right? Be disciplined about the things you like. Be disciplined about going in nature. Be disciplined about meditating. Be disciplined about writing. Be disciplined about painting. Like, schedule the things that are your passions, your tens, the things that light you up, and be disciplined about doing those each day. Because so we have this thing where you can meditate to raise your vibration, but we also take action to do it. And that's the discipline, right? We're being so disciplined. We're only going to do the things that expand us and excite us, and to the best of our ability. Like, go to your job and get paid. But after work, right? So if you go to work 8 hours a day, you have 8 hours to do the things you like. And that's if you sleep 8 hours. I like sleeping, so I like to sleep at least 8 hours. So you do that. If you spend the other 8 hours doing things you like, say for 4 hours you paint, over time you're making more money painting. Then you can go part-time at your job. Then you have another 4 hours to paint. And then you do that. And then you're disciplined about the things you like to do. Within the framework, you can do it. So by doing that, you grows, right? If you want, like, the person that wanted to paint didn't start off as a professional painter. They had to paint a lot on their off time. Then they did it enough that it could become their job. But they were disciplined about it. They painted every day. That's important, right? You can't break through reality. So that discipline about things you like on your off time, create the new. That's important. So we're disciplined about the things we love, not about the things we don't want to do. That's the old thing, right? Your parents said, you need to learn this homework you don't want to learn. Taught you to be disciplined about things you don't like. What you were told is to throw out the things you love and be disciplined about things you don't love. But let's switch it. Let's be disciplined about things we love. And when you're doing the things you love, it's really easy to do things you don't want to do. That's the funny part, right? If you went on a great vacation or did yoga in the morning and meditated, it's real easy to take out the trash because you at least had some enjoyment. The enjoyment floods the other part. So instead of working to play, we play the other way. We flood ourselves with a higher vibration. And you'll get in flow and you'll get stuff done because when you paint for 4 hours, you have an idea about how to save money and you're like, I can just do this. And then you make a bunch of money. Like, it's really that simple. It's not linear. It's not like you work more so you make more money. It's like you paint more on your off time at work and then you go to work happier and then you sell more products at work because you were happier out of work. It's like, this is how it works. So my challenge from this video is to set an hour a day that you do something you love. I paint, so I paint models. And I do these videos. So that's part of how I create. And I just realized I need to paint this on this spot. But that's how we stay disciplined, right? And by doing the hour of painting, I feel a higher vibration. Then I made more money tonight at work. See how this all comes together? So do that. Play with it. Have fun. Being disciplined about things you like. I'll see you in the next video. I knew I'm going to do this. I'm going to hit the off button while I do this. Watch. It didn't work. I'm going to try again. Oh, because I have to do this. I'm going to try again. 1.